Till it gets figured out, we got to talk about it. What instead of talking about, oh, Trey started speaking more out and all this stuff like that, what do we all think is going to happen? You got Ian Rappaport, who is grandstanding and saying pretty much, I believe the organization's intent is to pay him, and I believe they're going to pay him. They're not going to trade him because they want to keep him. Very vague stuff. What do we all think is going to happen with the Trey Hendrickson situation? Evan, I'll start with you.
Just going to repeat a lot of what we've talked about already, which is like, what are we really doing here?
Right.
Because right now your spending is so deeply imbalanced from offense to defense. Let me get my team cap here real quick. Offense, you're spending 173 million. Defense, you're spending 107. You got a lot of rookies there. You got a lot of guys that you're going to be relying on rookie contracts. The only people you're going to be extending is probably one of Cam Taylor-Britt or Dax Hill. I don't think you're doing both. Who else are you spending this money on in the next 2 or 3 years? Who is this immediate plan and that you're going to be spending this money anyways? Also, if the Bengals and the reports are true that, hey, they want to land around $28 million a year. Okay. Well, he's got an $18 million cap hit this year. So that means you have $12 million to work with right there. So let's say they sign him to a 3-year extension for $30 million a year, 2 more than what they wanted. Because of the cap accounting and how they can reattribute their bonus structure, they can take some of that money and put it into this year to where they can spread it out and say, okay, we'll pay you this part up front. We'll put this cap number to be spread out to where, okay, instead of making $30 million a year when you're 34, 35 years old, then we can have you at 28 every single year. And you can take some of that cap number and dump it into this year to where, hey, now he's not making 18 this year. He's making 25, 26 this year. And now instead of 30 million a year for the next 3 years, he's making 28, which is where you want to be, right? So it's so easy to find ways to make everybody happy. And it feels like all of these negotiations, instead of let's mediate, let's talk, what do you want? What do we want? How do we find each other in the middle to make everybody happy? It feels like every negotiation with the fucking Bengals is pulling teeth. No, you have to meet us exactly where we are. And if you are not going to meet us here, then we're going to huff and puff and we're going to drag our feet and we're going to go kicking and screaming. And it's going to take 1.5 years. And maybe eventually we'll give you the contract that we were going to give you. And it's going to be $5 million more than the amount that we were complaining about in the first place, because 3 to 5 other players at that position have signed recently. It's getting real tired, guys. Like, this is the player that you had that you said, we will take care of you. Your time is coming. Just sign for this right now. And when this is up, when we can renegotiate, then we will take care of you. And now you're like, well, you went out there and led the NFL in sacks, but we just don't know about it. It's like, no, you took the gamble and now you got to put your money where your mouth is. And you could have paid him more guaranteed money. You could have given him a longer contract. But they just did this to get it done, to get him on the field, to get him some immediate money, right? I understand the idea of the Bengals saying, hey, we have you for 1 year technically, and we have the franchise tag so we can control you for 2 years. Yeah, that is hypothetically true. It's also realistically a really fucking dick move to do to a guy who's literally carried your defense for multiple years, that you've constantly said, hey, we're going to take care of you. And now he's not even asking for top of market money. He's not asking for second or third or fourth in top of market money right now. And like I said, there's ways to keep that from even being the 5th or 6th highest cap hit among DNs. And you get your guy paid. And you don't have to worry about one of the weakest positions on your roster right now. Like, again, I repeat, what are we doing here?
Right. Yeah, I think you said it best. It would be smart, but it's a dick move by the Bengals. And I think you could go back to, I believe it was Darrelle Revis. This happened with the Jets. And I remember because this was on Hard Knocks, how their situation ended was Rex Ryan literally drove to the owner's house. And he said, hey, listen, I need Revis on my team. Make it happen. And I understand maybe that's not exactly how the Bengals are going to do it. No. Probably not even close, but that's what you want, right? Like a guy like Trey Hendrickson, I understand from the business side, okay, yes, he's turning 30. Yes, he's getting older. Maybe you don't give him a 4-year contract, but God damn it, if you're trying to win a Super Bowl, where is the extra $8 million going to go for?